Good morning, everyone. I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to our podcast.
Today, we're going to talk about morning routines and how to start your day in a positive way.
That's right. A good morning routine can make a huge difference in your productivity and happiness throughout the day.
And we'll share lots of practical tips and vocabulary that you can use in your daily life. So grab your coffee or tea, and let's get started.
Before we dive in, Mike, I have to tell you, you look especially energetic today. Did you change something in your morning routine?
Actually, yes, I tried something new this morning. But first, let me tell you about my usual struggle with mornings.
Oh, this should be interesting. I know you're not a morning person.
Well, I set 3 alarms on my phone, and I still almost overslept. The first one goes off at 6:30, then 6:45, and finally 7 o'clock.
3 alarms? That's a lot. I usually just need one. What happened this morning?
I kept hitting the snooze button. It's a terrible habit. I finally rolled out of bed at 7:15, which meant I had to rush through everything.
Oh no, rushing in the morning is the worst. It sets a stressful tone for the whole day.
Exactly. That's why I decided to try something different. I put my phone across the room last night, so I had to physically get up to turn off the alarm.
That's a smart trick. Did it work?
It did. Once I was up and walking, it was easier to stay awake. I even had time for a proper breakfast instead of just grabbing a granola bar.
That's wonderful. You know, I read an article recently about the science behind our sleep cycles. It's fascinating how our bodies work.
Really? Tell me more. Maybe it'll help me understand why mornings are so hard for me.
Well, apparently we all have different chronotypes. Some people are naturally early birds, and others are night owls. It's partly genetic.
So you're telling me I can blame my parents for my morning struggles?
Haha, maybe partly. But the good news is that we can train our bodies to adapt. It just takes consistency and the right habits.
Speaking of habits, what time do you usually wake up? And please don't say something ridiculous like 5 a.m.
Actually, I wake up at 6 a.m. most days. But I wasn't always a morning person. I trained myself over the years.
6 a.m.? And you don't even need an alarm? That's like a superpower to me.
I do use an alarm as backup, but I usually wake up naturally about 5 minutes before it goes off. My body just knows.
That's amazing. What's your secret? Besides going to bed at a reasonable hour, which I know I should do but never seem to manage.
Well, consistency is key. I go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. I know it sounds boring, but it really helps.
Even on weekends? But that's when you're supposed to catch up on sleep.
That's actually a myth. Sleeping in on weekends can mess up your sleep schedule. It's called social jet lag.
Social jet lag? That's a new term for me. I definitely have that. Last Sunday I slept until noon.
Oh Mike, no wonder Monday mornings are so hard for you. Your body doesn't know what schedule to follow.
You're probably right. Okay, let's talk about what happens after we wake up. What's the first thing you do?
The very first thing? I don't check my phone. I think that's important. Instead, I do some gentle stretches right in bed.
You don't check your phone? But what if there's something important?
If it's truly urgent, people will call. But usually, those notifications can wait 30 minutes. Starting the day with social media or emails just adds stress.
That's a good point. I usually grab my phone immediately and spend 15 minutes scrolling through Instagram in bed.
And how does that make you feel?
Honestly, sometimes anxious, especially if I see work emails. Or guilty if I see people posting about their morning workouts while I'm still in bed.
Exactly. That's why I avoid it. After stretching, I get up and drink a full glass of water. It helps wake up my system.
Just plain water? Not even coffee first?
Plain water, room temperature. I read that our bodies get dehydrated overnight, so water is the best thing to start with. Coffee comes later.
Interesting. I'm such a coffee addict that I head straight to the kitchen to brew a cup. Maybe I should try water first.
It might help. I actually prepare my water the night before. I leave a glass on my nightstand with a cover on it.
That's so organized. Speaking of preparation, do you do anything else the night before to make mornings easier?
Oh yes. I lay out my clothes, pack my lunch if I'm taking one, and even set up my coffee maker so I just have to press the button.
Wow, you're like a morning routine professional. I usually just grab whatever clothes look clean and hope for the best.
That used to be me. But I realized that decision fatigue in the morning was draining my energy. Now I make those choices when I'm not rushed.
Decision fatigue, another new term. This conversation is educational. Okay, let's move on to the bathroom routine. Are you a morning shower or evening shower person?
Definitely morning shower. It's essential for me to feel fully awake and ready for the day. How about you?
Same here. I can't function without my morning shower. The hot water is like a reset button for my brain. Though I probably take too long.
How long is too long?
Maybe 15 to 20 minutes? I zone out and start planning my day, or sometimes I have imaginary conversations. It's weird, I know.
Not weird at all. A lot of people do their best thinking in the shower. There's actually a scientific reason for it. Something about the warm water and relaxation boosting creativity.
That makes me feel better about my long showers. Though my water bill probably doesn't appreciate it.
I try to keep mine to 10 minutes max. I even have a waterproof shower timer. It's helped me be more conscious of time and water usage.
A shower timer? You really are organized. What's your secret for being so disciplined?
I think it started when I had a really demanding job a few years ago. I had to maximize every minute of my morning to avoid being late.
And the habit stuck?
Exactly. Now I can't imagine starting my day any other way. It gives me a sense of control and calm before the chaos begins.
That's inspiring. After your quick shower, what's next in your routine?
I have a pretty simple skincare routine: cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Even if I'm staying indoors, I always use sunscreen.
Sunscreen every day, even in winter?
Especially in winter. UV rays are present year-round. It's the best anti-aging product you can use.
I should probably start doing that. My skincare routine is just washing my face with whatever soap is there.
Oh Mike, at least use a proper face wash. Your face will thank you in 10 years.
You're probably right. I'll add that to my shopping list. Now, let's talk about the best part of the morning, breakfast.
Yes, I love breakfast. It really is the most important meal of the day. What's your usual go-to?
It depends on how late I'm running. If I have time, I love making scrambled eggs with toast and maybe some bacon. If I'm rushed, it's just cereal or a protein bar.
I can relate to that. On busy mornings, I go for Greek yogurt with granola and berries. It's quick but still nutritious.
That sounds healthy and delicious. Do you meal prep your breakfasts?
Sometimes. I love making overnight oats on Sunday for the first few days of the week. Have you ever tried them?
I've heard about them but never made them. Are they actually good? Cold oatmeal sounds weird to me.
They're amazing. Think of it more like a pudding than traditional oatmeal. You can add so many different flavors: chocolate, peanut butter, fruit, and more.
Chocolate for breakfast? Now you're speaking my language. How do you make them?
Super simple. Mix equal parts oats and milk. Add a tablespoon of chia seeds for extra nutrition, a bit of honey or maple syrup, and whatever flavors you want. Leave it in the fridge overnight.
That does sound easy. And you eat it cold in the morning?
I do, but you can warm it up if you prefer. I actually like it cold, especially in summer. It's refreshing.
I might have to try this. It would definitely save time in the morning. Speaking of time, how long do you usually spend on breakfast?
About 15 to 20 minutes. I like to sit down and eat mindfully, not rushed. I usually read the news or listen to a podcast while eating.
That's nice. I tend to eat while checking emails, which probably isn't the most relaxing way to start the day.
Maybe try to separate work and breakfast? Even just 10 minutes of peaceful eating can improve your whole morning.
You're full of good advice today. Do you drink coffee with breakfast or after?
I have my first cup with breakfast, usually black coffee or with just a splash of oat milk. How do you take your coffee?
I'm embarrassed to say I use lots of cream and sugar. My friends call it dessert coffee.
Hey, no judgment. Coffee should be enjoyed however you like it. Though if you want to cut back on sugar, you could try gradually reducing it.
I've tried, but black coffee tastes so bitter to me. Maybe I need better coffee beans?
That could help. Good quality beans make a huge difference. Also, the brewing method matters. Do you use a coffee maker?
Just a basic drip coffee maker. Nothing fancy.
That's fine. But maybe try a French press or pour over sometime. The coffee tastes smoother and less bitter.
I'll add that to my list of morning improvements. So after breakfast, what else is part of your routine before leaving home?
I do a quick 5-minute tidy up. Make my bed. Put dishes in the dishwasher. Quick bathroom clean. Coming home to a clean space is so nice.
You make your bed every day? I only do that when I'm expecting guests.
Every single day. It takes 2 minutes and makes the whole room look better. Plus, there's something psychologically satisfying about starting the day with one accomplishment.
I've heard that before. Some famous admiral gave a speech about it, right?
Yes. He said if you want to change the world, start by making your bed. It sets the tone for the day.
Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. Though knowing me, I'll probably forget. Do you have any tricks for remembering new habits?
Habit stacking. Attach the new habit to something you already do. Like, after you brush your teeth, make your bed. The existing habit triggers the new one.
That's clever. I could try that. Speaking of teeth brushing, do you do that before or after breakfast?
Always after breakfast. I want to clean away the food particles and start the day with fresh breath. You?
I used to do it before, but my dentist told me to wait at least 30 minutes after eating, especially if I had something acidic like orange juice.
Really? I didn't know that. Why the wait?
Apparently, the acid temporarily softens your tooth enamel, and brushing right away can damage it. Who knew morning routines could be so complicated?
Every day is a learning experience. Do you floss in the morning too?
I'm supposed to, but honestly, I usually forget. I'm better about it at night.
At least you do it. A lot of people skip flossing entirely. I keep floss picks in multiple places so I never have an excuse.
Multiple places? Like where?
Bathroom, bedroom nightstand, kitchen drawer, my purse, my car, my desk at work. I might have a problem.
That's dedication, or maybe a slight floss obsession. But hey, your dentist must love you.
She does say I have great teeth. Okay, let's talk about getting dressed. Do you plan your outfits?
Plan? No. I usually stand in front of my closet for 5 minutes trying to find something clean that matches. It's not efficient.
I used to do that too. Now I check the weather the night before and lay out my complete outfit, including accessories.
Even accessories? I barely remember to wear a belt.
It saves so much time and mental energy in the morning. Plus, no more realizing your favorite shirt is in the laundry when you're already running late.
That's happened to me more times than I can count. Do you have a work uniform or dress code?
Business casual, which can be tricky. It's easier when it's either super formal or super casual. The in-between is hard to navigate.
Tell me about it. I never know if jeans are okay or not. Some Fridays they are, some they aren't. It's confusing.
I just avoid jeans at work altogether. I have a capsule wardrobe of mix and match basics. Makes morning decisions much easier.
Capsule wardrobe. Another term I need to Google. You're so organized. What time do you usually leave for work?
I aim to leave by 7:45. My commute is about 30 minutes, and I like to arrive 15 minutes early to settle in before the day starts.
15 minutes early? I'm doing well if I'm only 5 minutes late. How do you commute?
I take the subway. It's actually nice. I get to read or listen to podcasts. No traffic stress. How about you?
I drive, which means dealing with traffic. But I like having my own space and listening to music as loud as I want.
That's a good point. Do you eat breakfast in the car ever?
Guilty. When I'm super late, I've been known to eat a breakfast sandwich while driving. Not my proudest moments.
We've all been there. Safety first though. Maybe those overnight oats would help. You could eat them before leaving.
True. This whole conversation is making me realize I need to overhaul my morning routine. Where do I even start?
Start small. Pick one thing to change and do it for a week. Maybe start with setting out your clothes the night before?
That seems doable. And maybe I'll try putting my phone across the room too. That trick worked well today.
Perfect. Rome wasn't built in a day. Small changes add up to big improvements over time.
You're right. I'm actually feeling motivated to improve my mornings. Any final tips?
Be patient with yourself. It takes about 21 days to form a new habit. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress.
That's great advice. I tend to go all in and then burn out quickly.
Sustainability is key. It's better to have a simple routine you can stick to than an elaborate one you abandon after 3 days.
So true. Well, I think we've covered everything from wake-up times to commutes. This has been really eye-opening.
It's been fun sharing our routines. I even got some new ideas from you. Like, I might try having imaginary conversations in the shower. Sounds therapeutic.
Haha. Just don't lose track of time like I do. Your water bill will thank you.
Good point. Well, to our listeners, we hope this conversation gave you some ideas for your own morning routines.
Remember, everyone's perfect morning looks different. The key is finding what works for you and your lifestyle.
Exactly. And don't be too hard on yourself if you have an off morning. Tomorrow is always a fresh start.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thank you all for listening to our podcast today.
We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, have wonderful mornings, everyone.
And remember, start small, be consistent, and maybe try those overnight oats.
See you next time. Bye everyone.